Somizi had something to say about people who leave ubungoma and them making comments about what is happening ebungomeni. Now, this example comes after Tumi said that she was done with all this twalari sharing and whatnot. That stuff is dark. That's how she put it in that particular video that she made. So there's a video that Somizi made. Now, I don't want to just play you that video. I want to bring you Somizi's contradiction in the same light, okay? So that we can see the balance. It's the Reality Show. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments, and I'm going to check you out over there. This is the video. Let's see it, and let's hear him out.
Good morning, everybody. It's a Sunday. I have a very special message for you.
It's a Sunday. We can have a church message. No, Somizi has a message.
So, I've been coming across videos of people who have changed their beliefs, changed their beliefs from being a Sangoma to being a Christian, from being a Christian to being a Sangoma, from being a Christian to being an African spiritualist, from being stay there, sexual LGBTQ plus to being this, from being a homosexual LGBTQ plus to being repented and found the Lord. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So by the way, I'm using my lame. From being that to whatever that you want, it's okay. There's nothing wrong. Fine. Alright, so there is nothing wrong with it's your life, it's your journey, it's your freedom, it's your soul, it's your constitution, whatever. There's everything wrong. I can't stand personally. There is no need at all to criticize and bash what you've been.
Okay, so that's his comment, is that there is no need to say, hey, what I was there busy with, that's wrong. And so now, I would ask this question now. So what about people's testimonies that involve relationships? Because you see, Somizi that would have to backtrack his support of people telling what they say is their story and relationship with people. Does he think there's no need for that? Because the same way we are in relationships, and when people break up, they want to go and talk about those relationships. It's the same thing with religion. Religion forms a part of your life. It informs how you relate to people. It informs how you build relationships. So Mrs. comment here is inconsistent. Television is people's experience with what gives those people right. When a person encounters a crime or something within that sort, what is it that informs that they are right to giving that opinion about what they experienced in the crime? Don't bash. So it's inconsistent. Are we clear now? All right, let's go back.
There is no need. Keep it moving. Say, I have decided that I am no longer A, B, C, and D, and I am G, F, G, and I. And I found peace in do not criticize. Do not say maybe the reason is because it was not working for you, or you realize that it's not for you, then we move forward. Don't bash. Don't bash. I have an issue when you start bashing, because that's disrespect to people who are practicing that kind of.
But so how is it disrespectful to, okay, like, so for instance, if someone goes through a marriage and they say, you know what, that was a terrible marriage. So when they come out and they say, you know what, I had a hectic marriage with this mandem over there. Huh? Now, is that disrespectful to marriage? Ungomeni, there's all these relationships with Ukobela and what, and the clients and the spirits and all these things. It's a whole experience that informs how you live. Why shouldn't you? He's inconsistent. Why? He's biased.
Don't do it. There's no need. You gain no points. You relax. You gain.
You do gain points. Where do you get points? Is that there are people who might have not gone to the extreme. There are people that might be only consulting, and you were a sangoma. You have depth of knowledge and understanding. You are capable of saying, hey, the spirits behind that thing that you're doing are hectic. When he had his television show and he was talking to his daughter, Bahumi, listen to Somizi's views on.
And I think
Bahumi wanted to take on the surname of her father, but the father didn't like how she wanted to take it. She didn't want to take the rituals and whatnot. She wanted your surname. She wanted the beauty of having your surname. But no, it must go with attachment. Go. So right there, why, if you want to do it, why don't you just do it by yourself? But here he was pushing it that she has to do it. Okay? Are we clear? There is this resistance that Somizi himself has. He has her beliefs. She doesn't believe in these things. What's the push? Continue, you will see the part. Why is it that your beliefs are forced on her for her seeking to build a deep relationship with you as a father? What does that have to do with thingy? He's bashing. Why? Right there. That's the point.
God.
This conversation went on a little bit more than this. He went on to say she doesn't know what she's talking about. One day she will wake up that there's this Christianity thing is, he went further than that. But I wanted to show you how, there is a bias in the area in which when he says don't bash, everybody's bashing what they depart from. It's just that maybe they are not talking about it as often. You're not talking about it like Abo Tau Tau and Abba Ayaleu, right? You might not be doing that, but there is a version of you when you are in conversation away from social media where you're like, no, I don't want to talk about that. There was a person who came to him and said, I'll pray for you. And he said, I do not even want to be engaged within prayers or anything like that. He said that, right? He says, when you talk to me, leave that stuff out, basically. There's a video some time ago, I think about a year or two back. So when Somizi says that, it's not true of human experience. When we depart from something, we caution others from it. We caution others, no, that's dark, that's wrong. Now when he says, no, don't bash, bashing is disrespectful. I ask the question, if a person experiences a terrible marriage because they dated this type of a person and then they come out and they talk about it, are they bashing marriage? No, they are talking about their experience with this person. Now, another person might actually learn from that thing. But to Somizi, it's just, you're just bashing. He's being hypocritical. And a lot of people do this thing where they prescribe what bashing is, or they prescribe what we ought to do, while they themselves are doing the exact opposite. It's hypocritical in nature. I'm from thinking, like when he's saying now, people who are gay and so forth, and they don't want to be thinking, and they are departing, they mustn't be bad. No, it is that when we experience something, we have knowledge about it, we can expound on it for others not to have to do the same thing. Why do we have the book of Proverbs? The book of Proverbs is, you are seeing a vast understanding of wisdom being displayed. Don't fall for the trap and saying, no, just be quiet, just be quiet. There's no such. There's no such. That's a way for us not to witness. That's a way for us to keep quiet and not bring people out. Somizi is sus. He is sus right now because why are you telling me not to question? Why are you telling them not to be vocal? Why is that the criteria? When you could sit across a table with your daughter and say, you know what? This is foolish. You're not being wise. Well, she was actually being wise and being very wise at that, in the way that she was saying, build a relationship. Let's go further, take on son names. But then you had all this list. And you saw that as her not doing that, not being wise. When he came out of the church the other time, he had the same thing. I'm sure there's other videos, as a matter of fact. I'm using this one because this video on that particular show, he did it live where everybody saw him on television. Yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's actually the show with daily Christian commentary videos. Be very careful of this type of thingy. Don't do this, don't do this. While they themselves are doing the very same thing.